Alright, everyone. Today is a pretty sad day. The voice actor for Zavala, aka Lance Reddick, has sadly passed away. So, I have my Zavala fashion on, and here comes other Guardians. So, as you can see, occasionally in the tower, you will see sort of like a little vigil thing happening, but it's kind of a rough time, especially in Destiny 2. As far as I go, I first started playing this game during Season of Arrivals, which was right before Beyond Light, which has now been over 2 years ago now. I started playing the Red War campaign. That's where I first got introduced to Zavala, and he wasn't really prevalent in the Forsaken campaign. Not really present in Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, somewhat in Witch Queen. We really got more exposure to him during Season of the Haunted, which sadly, if you missed that, pretty much one of the last, as of now that we know, one of the last few performances of his voice that we got, which is no longer in the game anymore. The Red War, the campaign that he was a huge part in, is no longer in the game, and same with Season of the Haunted, which he had a big part in. It's not in the game anymore. I did go back and play through D1, which is how my time he was my main man. I don't know what's going to happen from here. I personally believe that they should. Oh wow, quite. But I do believe they should retire his character. Maybe still keep him as a vendor. But I'm gonna be honest. I really don't see anyone else voicing him. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't. And I've heard of some people arguing like AI stuff. No, we need to draw a line with this AI stuff, and that's a line that should never ever be crossed. Also, if y'all want to replicate the look that I have going on, I'm gonna quickly show y'all. This is everything. I don't have the Zavala mask if there is one, so since he was one of the Traveler, I have that on. Times I've not had an easy expansion. Ugh. Times I'm having a rough time. Somebody threw out the idea of Shax replacing Zavala as the Vanguard if they do decide to give Zavala's character a send off, which I would be okay with Zavala getting a huge send off. Like, it has to be bigger than Cade. Because unlike the Cade situation, the voice actor just left for Cade. And obviously, that's not the situation with Zavala. I would be fine with Shax replacing him. They need to build up Shax, though. Shax pretty much has not been involved in any expansion in D1 or D2. He's never been involved in an expansion or a season for that matter, as far as I can remember. I would be okay though with Shax taking over. My minor issue is the only minor issue I have with this is Shax doesn't have anything story wise. And unlike the Drifter, which had something, and Drifter does do some PvE stuff, the worst part about this whole situation is that there's only two choices. if Zavala gets replaced. And that is Shaxx and Saint 14. Saint 14 is not regularly around, though. And at least for Cade, there's the Drifter, but also now you have Elsie Bray. And then Eris Worm was technically a Hunter, but most people identify her as a Warlock. Maybe Mithrax, but I don't foresee that happening. There's 11 of us now. So Warlocks, Hunters, and Titans. And got another one joining us. As far as where we go from here, I don't know. Bungie has not released a statement of any kind as far as what their plans are for Zavala or like Bungie said nothing essentially so far, which is understandable, completely understandable. Now, as far as Destiny 2 goes, the actual game stuff, I obviously a TWAB and hotfix have been posted. I was planning on going over those today, but obviously this came up and this takes priority. Tomorrow, though, I will be addressing the hotfix and the TWAB, and also my thoughts on the raid and the day one experience. And as y'all can see, I do have the day one emblem, so that is proof that I did clear it. But that's gonna do it for today. I'm not probably not even gonna edit this very much, but thanks for tuning in. I'll catch y'all later.